Dinner's served, everyone. Please come to the food court. I repeat, dinner is ready. Theo and the librarian appear to have not heard my call. Would you mind letting them know dinner's ready? Last I saw, they were still in the security office.
What the deal is with this computer? Puritan hardware is a rare thing to see in the Republic.
It wasn't easy to get hold of, but I have friends in strange places. I had to do some soldering to connect it to the Weave, but now I have a basic data connection with Pacifica. Dial-up speeds, unfortunately, but I can download my stories overnight.
Stories?
Hard to get good televisual entertainment in this country, and Utah has a particularly dim view of steamy drama.
Right, because of...
It's a Mormon thing. Not that the Mormon Guard are monitoring our media consumption, but we mostly get national broadcasts and homebrew televangelism.
I take it you're not a fan of the Mormon hegemony here.
Oh, I am Mormon, all right. But hegemony and I have never gotten along. All I need is my illicit Pacifican TV shows and my furry lad to keep me sane.
Yeah, sanity's important.
Sorry for interrupting, but dinner's ready.
Already?
Time moves differently in here. Catches visitors by surprise.
That's interesting.
Hey, is that Pacifica Tech?
Top of the line. I have a guy who has a guy who knows a girl who knows someone who gets me what I need. Not only that, these machines are Puritan grade. Straight from the heart of purity via a girl and a guy and...
Theo, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Modern hardware with proprietary P-grade ports.
Our employers have been extremely clear. We just carry the cargo. We don't do anything else with it.
I get that, but we're on our own in enemy territory, and now there's an opportunity to...
Did you say dinner's ready? Let's go. I'm starving.
I eat mostly canned beans, but I'm curious to see what your cook's cooking up. You, lock the door. You can never be too careful. It's mostly to keep my precious boy out of the room. He's a sneaky little fella.
Okay, my dining standards might have been warped by the menu in Liberty, but doesn't this taste a little burnt?
I am so sorry, everyone. I got distracted picking out a new hat.
Since we had to skip lunch, I'm too hungry to notice anything. Keep killing it, CT.
Thank you for making dinner for everyone, CT.
You're welcome. Why do you all call me CT instead of the caretaker?
That's what we called you in school. It stuck.
Oh. I guess we haven't asked you what you want to be called.
Really? That's remarkably shitty of us.
You can be anyone you want to be, love. How about Mary Poppins?
No, inappropriate.
Is it? The quintessential British nanny seems like a perfect fit to me.
I was thinking Viola, for now. I once read William Shakespeare's Twelfth Night to the children at the facility. They did not enjoy it, but I did, and I liked the name Viola. It suits me. A feminine name, suitable for my original programming and voice.
Well, your programming shouldn't stop you from picking any name you want, Viola. But I like it. It's classy.
Thank you for hosting us here, Lottie. This place is absolutely remarkable.
Yes, how did everyone pass the time? Favorite activity only, please. Bedtime is approaching.
I bonded with the Fairball and went on a vending machine raid, with limited success.
I loved the arcade. That was fun.
That was fun. Especially beating your ass packs. Deeply satisfying. I kind of felt bad about wiping the floor with you, Eli, given it's your first time.
I loved it. Good pick, Pax.
I think I'll head to bed in a minute. It's been a long day.
No practice today, Theo? Don't we have a gig tomorrow?
Practice, gig.
We're, touring the Republic. with a band. It's our cover story. Something everyone should be aware of by now.
Now that is something I would like to see. A real live band in my mall. And since Mr. President's birthday is coming up in a few days, maybe you'd like to give him a private performance?
Hells yeah!
Of course we do.
Pax, your call.
Sure, we could use the practice. Lottie, Mr. President, you're in for a special treat.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you. Take it away, Pax.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you. Thanks for coming. We've been the Dustborn.
Did he like it? I couldn't tell.
Mr. President loved it, and I don't say that lightly. He's usually more of a metalhead.
Right. Time for me to settle down for the night. Maybe do some knitting.
Good Lord, it's almost 7. We need to head to bed, Mr. President. You know how you get.
What a day. My first Betty's Diner, a fucking mall to ourselves.
Meeting a bundle of furry joy.
A close call with justice.
I wonder what happened to those trigger-happy officers.
You seem happy.
It doesn't take much, man. Just one day, just half a day of not having to constantly look over my shoulder, worrying about riders or justice or fucking Puritans. There's enough to be anxious about, and I'm not saying I feel light as a feather, but it's been real nice to just hang out and chill.
As I was saying, bruised ribs and egos at the very least. And they probably won't be on speaking terms for a while.
Yeah, and I can't imagine they'd file a report that says we shot each other. We might be in the clear there.
Unless they died from internal bleeding. In which case...
Thanks for contributing, Gnome. Fuck. Sorry, Mega Jesus.
How are things going with the trash panda? Isn't it past his bedtime?
The what now? Don't you dare insult Mr. President. And things are going splendidly. It'll be hard to say goodbye.
This is a new side of you, Gnome.
You're telling me. I hate pets. There's just something about this little guy that melts my cold, cold heart.
We'll file that close call under learning experience. But we need to get our story straight. Because next time...
Next time is not today, Theo. Hey, this mattress isn't too shabby for something that's been sitting around for decades.
Who are you knitting for now?
A gentleman never knits and tells.
Oh, what was I saying? I just hope there are no bed bugs.
I'm sure the raccoon would have eaten them. Mr. President's not particularly picky.
Excited to be sharing a bedroom with me again, Z?
As long as you don't snore or fart, I don't miss that at all.
Oh, she still does both. Pax is toxic. Like I said. I'm sure the raccoon would have eaten them. Mr. President's not particularly picky when it comes to food.
I hope you don't mind sharing a bedroom with us, Eli.
Oh, I'm used to sleeping in groups. There's no privacy with the riders. Private bedrooms are used for, you know.
Hot sex?
What? No. They're used for timeouts if the younger kids are misbehaving. Hot sex happens in the sleeping halls. Everyone just pretends not to look.
As I was saying, I'm sorry I missed the arcade experience. How was that, Eli?
Oh, it was the best. And Z got to assert her gaming dominance over me.
Booyah, bitches.
Oh man, I would have loved to see it.
Viola seems happy with her new hat. I'm glad I had a chance to contribute.
She's exploring her identity. That's great. Justice shouldn't have the final word on who she is. She deserves to be a real person.
Just like Pinocchio.
Hey, if we're not leaving early tomorrow, we should do some more exploring.
We have plenty of time. We're not due in Rangeley, Colorado until Main Street opens.
Main Street?
That's where we're playing. Another bar called Main Street, located on Main Street.
You know what we should do? Make t-shirts and posters. We could sell them at our next gig.
I'm not sure leaving a physical trail across the country is a great idea.
I would wear a Dustborn t-shirt, for sure.
Yeah, maybe I'll design one.
What are you doing?
I'm adjusting the focus. After I messed with the game, the eye's been a bit blurry. I need to get this thing serviced or replaced. Damn it. Without a working eye, I'm useless.
Oh, that sucks. Let's get you a new eye, Z.
It's getting past my bedtime. See you tomorrow?
You know it.
Wait, who's snoring?
Theo?
Who's there? Hello? I couldn't sleep. I think I'm having a crisis of faith, Pax. Ever since you mentioned the cargo again. Time and again, we've been caught unaware by a lack of information. We didn't know about the robot's past, and it hijacked the bus. What if we find ourselves in a situation where knowing what we're transporting could save our lives? It's hard to keep going on just blind faith in the mission when we know nothing about what's on that data key.
So, what do you think we should do, Theo?
I don't know. We could connect it to Lottie's computer. It's purely hardware. We won't have another chance like this. But we can't betray Nova Scotia's trust. Not after everything they've done for me. Not if it puts our mission in jeopardy.
Time's running out. While we sit here arguing, time is slipping away. This is our one chance, Theo.
Dios mío, Pax, I know that. Stressing me out won't make this any easier.
They will betray you. Nova Scotia's just using you until you've played your part, and then they'll throw you under the bus.
Maybe they will. They might. But I'm not a vengeful person, Pax. Breaking their trust won't prevent them from betraying me.
Stop being weak. You want to let some weird shadow corporation dictate your actions? Or do you want to take a stand and find out what you're risking your life over?
I'm not scared. You're right. There's no point wasting the night with a crisis of faith, when we can do something about it. Let's go, Pax. Let's do this. The door to the security office is locked with her voice. But the thing is, her voice is portable. If we can get a hold of her voice box...
Any idea about how to get a hold of Lottie's voice box?
This part is all you, Pax. I can't do it. Jesus is watching. Maybe check if the door is open first.
Okay, little buddy, just chill. It's me, Pax. Remember? We played you a birthday song earlier. Hey, you hungry? We might be able to work something out. I bring you snacks, you bring me something that belongs to your human mom. You like peanuts, little guy? This is yours if you help me. I need your mom's voice box. Got it? Voice box. You know, the thing she speaks through. Go get me the voice box. The voice box. Stupid trash panda. No, that's not it. The voice box.
That worked? The animal understood you.
Good boy. Easy as stealing a voice box from a crazy lady living alone in a mall with a pet raccoon.
Let's just go to the security room and get this over with. We need to return her voice box as soon as we're done.
Wrapping up with their wireless technology. We're being infiltrated by
Just speak through the voice box. You should sound...
You. Open door?
Nice impression. Now, let's get this over with. Plug it into that slot.
It's asking for a password.
Try Decorruption Initiative, lowercase with a hyphen.
That worked. How did you...
I worked in Purity for 10 years, Pax. Click that folder.
What are we looking at here, Theo?
Data. I mean, more like a database. It's a massive archive, but I don't know what this... Try that folder.
more cryptic names. Wait, some of this looks familiar.
What are you two doing in there?
Unplug it, now. Hey, I mean, Viola. Still getting used to the new name.
Hello. That's okay, so am I. What are you doing here so late at night? In Lottie's office? Where's Lottie? Is she up?
We were just, doing some research for tomorrow.
I'm sorry, Viola. Theo wanted to help Lottie with her computer. She mentioned she was having some software problems, and with Theo being a software engineer and working experience from Purity, it's supposed to be a surprise, so maybe don't tell Lottie? Or anyone?
Oh, I see. No, don't worry. I won't ruin the surprise. What exactly was the problem?
I am super tired. I think I'll head to bed now. Pax, want to walk with me?
A job? What kind of job?
Well, we've done as much as we can with the equipment I have, but my employers, they have a proposition. They want you to come to Nova Scotia to continue the work.
Oh, easy. I'll just jump on the first flight and wait, there are no flights, or trains, or even buses.
Right. So they've asked me to put you in touch with someone.
And this someone has a job for me. Doing what exactly?
Bringing something to Nova Scotia. Don't ask me what it is, because I don't know. But Theo's a good man. You can trust him.
So, if I do this job, I get to leave Pacifica and go to Nova Scotia? What happens when I get there?
You get paid. And you'll have a choice. Stay and help with the research, or go, like, anywhere you want.
Sounds too good to be true. What's the job?
Aside from what I just told you, I really have no idea. If you accept, Theo will brief you. There's one more thing.
Of course there is.
They're looking for more anomals to expand the research. Now, I haven't told them about, your friends. If you need to bring someone else on board, they'll arrange for that and pay accordingly.
And if I say no?
We part ways, and maybe we don't see each other again for a while. They're sending me elsewhere. To dig deeper into the origins of the proto-language, there are some interesting cave drawings. I want to take a look at it. Sorry, I know this isn't exactly your field of interest.
Tell me more about your research.
Really? Well, we've been over this already, but I've spoken about how the proto-language contains the building blocks for all language, including your Vox. But there's so much we don't know. Like, that's why we must continue the work, hopefully with more anomals and all the resources available to us in Nova Scotia. I'll be pursuing parallel research into where and when the proto-language originated. We know it emerged independently in different parts of the world over 50,000 years ago. And we've studied cave drawings, runic languages. I believe we're getting close. Language is the foundation for human consciousness. It's how we make sense of the world around us and how we shape it. It's incredibly powerful. And the way anomals are able to use language to change human perception, we've only barely scratched the surface there. Maybe, through all of this, we can figure out how the broadcast triggered your vocals, and perhaps find a way to use this to help anomals and make a better world. And I know you probably need to get out of here.
What do your employers want with this knowledge?
We are still trying to figure out how to help people. If the broadcast used the proto-language to package and transmit negative memes and disinformation, perhaps there's a way to do the opposite. I'm not saying a second broadcast necessarily, but use language to improve lives, transmit facts, truths, positive memes, counteract the original sin, so to speak. Language can be dangerous, as you well know, but in the right hands, if we can use their tools against our oppressors, liberate humanity from the shackles of autocracy. We're idealists, Pax. We want language to be free, not controlled by any single government or entity. But, truth be told, I'm mostly in this for the science.
How does the meme figure into all of this?
Well, from what you've told me, it's truly one-of-a-kind technology that can translate and rewrite echoes of the proto-language. Well, this could provide us with a whole new perspective of how the proto-language works. I figure this must be something used in the original research and development of the tech used to trigger the infodemic broadcast. It's invaluable, but of great value to you, if you can get your hands on it. Of course, if you take the job, it'll get you back into the Republic. And I'm sure Theo can be persuaded to take a detour into Oregon to get the meme. You'd both benefit financially from it, and we would benefit scientifically. I'll miss having you in the lab, but perhaps later tonight.
Any new theories about the noise?
The noise?
The broadcast, sorry. Force of habit.
We know the infodemic spread viral disinformation through a wide-spectrum signal broadcast from inside the Republic. I mean, that's the one thing everyone agrees on. And we know the broadcast hit people in different ways. The closer you were to the epicenter, the harder you were hit. It induced paranoia, fear, anger, violence. It triggered a massive mental health crisis. Turned neighbor against neighbor. It divided America. And it created you, anomals. In a tiny percentage of those exposed, and we have no idea why you specifically, it induced a sort of phonological, morphological, and syntactic metamorphosis. It basically gave you direct and subconscious access to the proto-language in its original form, the language of creation. But, of course, that was 30 years ago, and there's been no new broadcast, no new anomals since the original infodemic. If we can figure out how it happened, then maybe it's all part of our research into the proto-language, and it's fascinating.
I really should get going.
Did you want to maybe later?
I'm meeting a friend for dinner, but after, sure. Your place?
Yeah. Look, about what I said the other night about maybe seeing if we can, figure out if there's something here, something more permanent in our...
Oh no, not again.
If we're going to concentrate the building blocks of modern linguistics and the entirety of human knowledge into a centralized hub, we have to call it something.
We can do that once we know how to use it. For all we know, it won't even work.
Oh,
We are axioms. The absolute truth. The absolute truth. Language is disorder. Hate,
fear, deception, they all begin with language. See for yourself the chaos wrought by your words.